Welcome to the Wicked Gamer and Collector. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about something pretty damn awesome. We are going to talk about the pie. And I'm not talking about a pie that makes you fluffy. No, we're going to make a video about the Game Boy Pie where we can play some awesome video games. I picked this one up from a seller here, a fellow Dutchman who made this. It's in second hand and I did some modification on it and I just wanted to share this awesome product with you. So if you're interested, I'm going to leave in a link in the description where you can find these Game Boy Pies. Not exactly this one, because again, this one is custom made. This is one of a kind. I just think it's really cool to share this with you. I have a big passion, a big addition to portable system, and I love the pie. The Game Boy Pie. Alright, so let's do a little overview. What are we going to get? And yeah, let's have some fun and play some games. Let's go! Alright, so this device has been made with let's say a copy of the Game Boy shell. But if you are a Game Boy fan or you know what the Game Boy is, you can already notice some differences. For example, we having 2 extra buttons. There are even Game Boys I have reviewed with 6 buttons, but I think that is really cool. I didn't own this one in my collection. So this is really cool. This one has 2 buttons over here extra. So we have the basic select start and the D-pad. We can find a 1 watt little tiny speaker. And like the original one, we having a headphone jack over here. At the right side we are finding the volume control and an extra USB connection. This can be used for an extra controller. At the top we are finding the on and off switch, and this one has the special script, so for the safe shutdown, so when you're shutting it off, it shuts off the Game Boy Pie software. So you can corrupt your SD card. Alright, so here at the left side we can find the SD card. What is really cool, we're having 2 extra very clickish buttons at the back. This is not a card like the original Game Boy, but it's more like decoration, and it holds the micro USB for charging. Alright, so this Me machine is powered by a 4000 milliamp LiPo battery. Pretty damn awesome, a lot of capacity, so we can play for quite some time. Alright, let's do something pretty wicked. Let's do a little bit of a side-by-side comparison with the original Game Boy. I already told you we're having 2 extra buttons over here, and it's a little bit of a bummer, but I really love to see the original colors over here. That would be very cool. So have the same rubbery buttons. The D-pad feels more clickish, but still it's really cool that we're having the original D-pad over here. As you can see, both have a headphone jack. This one, the original Game Boy, has the connector where you can link your Game Boys. We have a USB. In the back battery compartment, this one has the 4000 milliamp lithium battery, but I think it's also very cool that we have the cartridge. I love it when the cartridge inside, it makes this thing complete. The only thing that I think is a bummer that we don't have any connections over here. So yeah, normally we have the contrast. There is, by the way, no way of adjusting contrast so far I know. And this one contains the SD card. The measurements of the casing are so far I know the same. Alright, let's power it on. And let's see what kind of display he have used. It's not an EPS screen, or no, I think not. But it looks very well. Alright, so we're going to boot up RetroPie and we're going to do a little scroll through the menu. So what I really like about the Game Boy Pie, this one is based on the Pi Zero. This one is less powerful than the original Pi, but still powerful enough to play a lot of awesome games. So that people are not familiar with Raspberry Pi or the Game Boy Pie, it's a really great system that supports a lot of old games. As you can see, the support goes from the old Commodore, Atari up to PlayStation 1. Alright, so let's do a little bit of overview. Let's play some games and let's have some fun. Let's start with the original Game Boy. Oh, the squeaky battery cover. Oh, that sounds so cheap. So about the modification, I did a small modification with the D-pad. The reason why, because it was not very responsive. I fixed it, so it's now playable. Alright. Let's go. Let's play some guitar pinball. Oh yeah. Come on, go to the left. Go to the right, yeah. I can play this game all freaking day. And playing Game Boy Color on this is pretty damn awesome. And of course we can play some Game Boy Advance games on the Game Boy Pi. I don't know if it's mapped correctly. Oh, it is mapped correctly. Cool. So the back buttons are the L and R. Okay, pretty cool. Alright, so in this part we're going to play Sonic. It's a fast game, fast action game, and the reason why is very simple. I have noticed a lot of screen tearing, and something you can notice it too if you look very closely. Now you cannot see it, but some games you have this weird screen tearing. It's playable, but it's really annoying, as you can see. You can see when we're walking over there, you see there the little screen tearing going on. No ring. But emulation is pretty damn good. And of course we can play all the classic NES games if you want, but I don't want to. And if everything is correctly configured, you can play your arcade games even on the Game Boy Pi with the Zero inside. Pretty damn awesome. Right, so let's shut it down and let's see what happens. The safe shutdown, he fixed it and it works like a charm. Pretty damn awesome. Alright, so let's open up this little me machine. I just wanted to show you what's inside, give you a little bit of a tour. It's not a real teardown. I'm not going to rip it all apart. I'm just going to open it up and show you, so you understand what's inside this little me machine. Alright, so what we need to do is open up this cover. We need to remove the battery, or remove the problem is there is no connector here, so we need to open it up and then we can remove it. We're having two screws under the battery compartment, and we're having two over here and two over there. Alright, so very gently lift it up, because it's possible if you put it in the wrong direction that you're going to break something off. Alright, and here is where all the magic happens. So I'm not going to remove the battery. Why should I? Because it's open and I can show you over here. Alright, what do we have? We have a little PCB board, and I think you can read it. It says here safe shutdown, so this one is for power on and off. And when having the script installed that the previous owner did, you can just put it off and it automatically shuts down. Alright, from EDA Fruit we're having here the power boost, or in other words, what I'm understanding, this is a conversion board and it separates all the power. Alright, so here is the battery connected, and as you can see the wires go all around to the PCB boards and all the other things that are going to need some juice. Alright, so this thing is running on a Pi Zero, as you can see over here. We're having this very flexible cable. It's more like rubbery cable that connects the HDMI to the display port. Here comes two micro USB connectors, and these giving some juice to the Pi Zero and this board over here. Alright, so the Tinker Boy, this is the PCB board that's basically giving some signal to the speaker over here. And of course the buttons are directly connected with little membranes for controlling the system. In other words, this is the main board of this me machine, because this is the one that is needed for controlling the full system. I'm not going to into depth, and I'm not going to tear down it anymore or any further, because I think it's a little bit of waste, and to be honest, I'm just afraid I'm going to break something and then I need to resolder or replace. So I just wanted to show you this, because then now you maybe have an idea what is going on in the Game Boy Pi. I know these things are pretty expensive to buy or to make, and this is the reason why. There are a lot of small and not very cheap components. I know PCB boards and all some of these components are not very expensive, but if you're putting it all together on one big list, you understand that together all these little PCB boards are quite some money. And not to forget, you need to solder them and make it yourself, if you want to do it yourself, of course. But if you buy it from, let's say, Funny Playing, these are all handmade. So there are going to be a lot of man hours into these things to make them. So just keep that in mind, just wanted to say it. Alright, so for the final conclusion regarding this Game Boy Pi. So first of all, I'm personally very happy with it. This is a great piece for my collection of the Game Boy Pi family. Maybe later on, when it's, let's say complete, but when I have more of the system, I will do a little overview. But the Game Boy Pi Zero, it's a less powerful variant, and I must say, it's not bad at all. It can play your retro old games. PlayStation can be in problems sometimes, but this is what you're going to get with the Game Boy Pi Zero inside. And overall, pretty damn cool. The build quality, I think he did a very nice job with soldering. A little bit of a bummer with the D-pad, I needed to fix it, but okay, it works good, not perfect. No, not perfect at all. I still notice sometimes when I'm pushing the button that I need to push it a little bit harder at the right, for example, but that's not a big issue. The screen itself, the screen tearing, I don't know what's going on with it. If this is a script error or there's something wrong with the screen, I don't know. So there's something I need to figure out later on. It's getting very hot. If you feel at the screen and at the back where the Pi Zero is located, it's getting very hot. So this is what you're going to get if you're interested in the Game Boy Pi. I will leave a link in the description where you can find another version that is way better than this version, to be honest. So yeah, that concludes this video. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell for more awesome Wicked content. And if you like gaming, don't forget to check out the Wicked Gaming channel. See you next time. Bye bye.